Hello all, hope you're having a blessed day. Today I'm coming to you with my K12 review. This is going to be week 3. This week was just a little bit different because my son got a new teacher. I'm not sure what happened with his other teacher, but he got a new teacher this week and to do circle time because as I discussed last week, if you watched the week 2 video, something new was introduced into the program which is called circle time, and it's about a 20 to 30 minute action with the student and the teacher, the K12 teacher, not their learning coach, which is what I am, but his actual teacher. So it's like a blackboard. I don't know if you know what blackboard is, but it's like where you can see the screen, you can see what the teacher's doing, you can see everybody's name, you can chat back to the teacher, you can talk back to the teacher. So he ended up getting a new teacher, and this teacher was a little different than the last teacher. She had, a little bit different rules. Make sure that you raise your hand before you answer, because I noticed with the other circle time for the first week, it was a lot of students were just speaking. This time, this teacher, the newer teacher, calls on you and only opens the mic up because only 2 people can talk at a time, or 2 people can have the mic open, which is the teacher and a student. So if the teacher called on you, you can raise your hand if you want to answer something, and the teacher will call on you. So it can't be somebody else, because I know last week my son was getting a little upset because there was a student that kept answering all the questions. So this time the teacher actually calls on you, which I think was way better than what it was before. What was different with this teacher is nothing bad about the other teacher. They were both great teachers, but this one felt more like being in school, because they had them stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. They had introduced them to I think the other teacher also did have a good morning song, so they just sang some song about good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So that was cool. They have a days of the week song that they taught them so they can learn the days of the week. They introduced, I'm not mistaken, the other teacher might have done it as well. There's a number of the week, or a letter of the week. So my son's letter excuse me, of the week was B, the letter B, and then the number was number 5. And then the word that they learned was red, R-E-D. So they practiced the letter, spelling the letter red, or the word red, and the number 5, learning how to, write it the correct way. And she just taught them a cool way to write it, and the same with the letter B. So I thought that was pretty cool. In between the little teachings that she did, she also talked to them about teaching them about the day of the week. They have a day of the week song, taught them the months. It was a lot of the stuff each day was repetitive stuff, which is good because they're teaching them how to spell red, the letter 5, and the number 5 and the letter B. So I thought that was cool. Let's see what else they talked about. She would call, what color they were wearing for that day to teach them, so they can learn their colors. What color are you wearing today? So whenever she said a color, they will raise their hand, which is on the computer. There's a hand that you can raise, and then they'll count up, how many people has red or how many people has blue or whatever, which was cool. Let's see, what else did they do this week? I know she introduced a show and tell, so the students have an opportunity you could take a picture of their whatever thing they have. It's a toy, a picture, a pet, and they will send it to the teacher through file share or through email. And on Tuesday, there will be show and tell. So the teacher will bring up the kids, their whatever they want to show, and then she will ask them certain questions like, where'd you get it from? How long have you had it? Why is it so special? So I don't know, it just makes it feel more it's not like homeschool is not real school, but it just makes it feel more, like a actual school. You know what I mean? Because it's the kids get to interact with the teacher, they get to raise their hand, they get to talk back to the teacher, which was really, really cool, because he has his circle time, and then he has his time where he does his work with me. So it's cool to be able to interact with his teacher and with other kids, which is cool. So yeah, that's about it. That was pretty much the only, couple of differences, that he got a new teacher, and they introduced where you can do a show and tell. So It was pretty fun. My son liked it. I think this, nothing bad about the other teacher, but I think the structure of this class was a lot more better because it's like they had to follow rules. They couldn't just keep talking without being called on, and that's how school is. You have to raise your hand before you speak. So I thought that was cool. That's about it for this week. Next week is going to be, I don't know if there's going to be anything different. It's still going to be the circle time, which is at 9:30 to 10. And there was one more extra thing that was different. There is another transitional kindergarten class that my son had to go to because his teacher had training that she had to do. So it was at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was with a different teacher. And so that was cool for him to see and for us to see how the other teacher was. And I liked how they sung I think it was a good morning song or something, but she did it in English and then she did it in Spanish, which I thought was pretty cool. So that is about it. Don't do that. That's Elijah, the little kindergartner, or the transitional kindergartner. So that was about it. I hope this review was helpful, and if you want to see more videos like this, just make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below, and I'll be more than welcome, more than happy to answer them for you. So I hope you have a blessed week, and take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.